Okay, so we're gonna get on with 2.4. Let's go. 2.4. So, 2.4 is the product. Consumer psychology around the product. So, 2.4.1 is about packaging and positioning of a product. Um, so we talk about gift wrapping. When we talk about gift wrapping, um, there's a cultural symbolism that differs between cultures. It's more special. It seem useless. Let's look here. Gift wrapping includes beliefs of giver and recipient. Why gifts are wrapped. Types of wrapping. So beliefs of giver and recipient. So that's the sort of cultural beliefs part, right? This difference between cultures, and then let's think about why gifts are wrapped and types of wrapping. So this is the sort of yeah. So like yeah, gift wrapping affects the person who's giving the gift and the person who's receiving it in different ways. Types of wrapping, traditional gift wrapping is like tissue/brown paper, strings, sealing wax. Is Western world, very old sort of thing. And then we have early 20th century is decorative paper. This is that's classic. This is, I guess, the history of it. That's useless, triangle, useless. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So there's these two different types. Back here, types of wrapping. Why gifts are wrapped. Yeah, gifts are wrapped to create an experience. The wrapping builds anticipation and like surprise and mystery. Makes the gift more memorable. In many cultures, wrapping is expected, shows thoughtfulness and respect for the recipient. Wrapped gifts are perceived as more special and desirable than unwrapped ones, and they convey symbolism in different cultures. So that's the why. We have the different types, which are only these two for some reason. Traditional gift wrapping, which is like brown tissue paper, strings, and sealing wax. Or early 20th century decorative paper and tape and bows and stuff. Cool. Okay. And the food package design. Food package design. Where we talk about that? These are the different types, actually. So, gifts in opaque boxes with ribbons. More expensive. Not sure how necessary some of this stuff is, so it's hard to tell. Beliefs and expectations. Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, so opaque boxes with ribbons rated as more expensive because people assume that the items inside are like in pristine condition, that they're higher quality, higher perceived value. Sloppily wrapped gifts were actually sometimes appreciated more than neatly wrapped ones, because you get low expectations from the wrap job being sloppy, and then wow, that doesn't sound good. Pals, but you get a pleasant surprise when the gift is good. And then effect of relationship. Friends preferred sloppy wrapped gifts because it's casual and it gives some personal touch, versus acquaintances preferred neatly wrapped gifts because it shows care and effort, and you're not as close, so you're less comfortable with the more casual stuff. Evaluation of gift wrapping research. Do you need to know this? Yeah, we do, I guess. Okay. So for gift wrapping research, cultural differences, nature versus biology. The fuck is nature versus biology? Cultural differences. Wow, interesting. Okay. So, cultural differences exist between liking fabric or paper, decorative versus plain, whatever, right? Sloppy versus not sloppy. But, sorry. But the universal preference for wrapped gifts does suggest a biological factor in all of this. Trillo et al. 2014. Okay, I don't care. Limitation of research. Okay, a lot of the studies for gift wrapping are experimental and they lack ecological validity. Participants receive generic coffee mugs. Results may not apply to real world gifting. Yeah, so in real life, gift wrapping is personalized based on the recipient, and you're getting it from somebody that you like know and stuff like that, and that's hard to replicate in research. So those are the limitations. But I guess one strength is that there's links to this like whole biological thing of gift wrapping being linked to sexual selection in humans because of spiders and stuff. Crazy. All right. So the horizontal centrality effect states that consumers prefer products placed in the middle of a shelf, and middle position is associated with a higher quality and popularity. So that's horizontal centrality effect. So like being in the middle horizontally, horizontal centrality effect. Consumers prefer products that are placed in the middle of a shelf or whatever. Like a middle position is associated with higher quality and popularity. Nice. Then we go to eye tracking in consumer psychology. Eye tracking used to study visual attention and horizontal centrality. Researchers measure fixations, stable eye movements, and saccades, which are just eye movements. The findings is that just visual attention is drawn towards the center of displays. Central gaze cascade effect. Central fixation bias, we tend to focus on the center of display, and the gaze cascade effect is that the more we fixate on an item, the more we like it, the more likely we are to buy it. So middle items receive the most attention before purchase decisions, and therefore they're the most likely to be purchased. Okay. It doesn't matter. It's not a key study. I don't give a fuck. Don't care. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now we move on to the key study, which we'll do in the next video. Thanks for being with me.